Hey viewers, welcome to another game as a casual pro gamer. Today we're doing a user submitted game, or viewer submitted game I should say. We are playing Terran vs Terran with Olaf for the win, Olo for the win, versus Van Trilla, and this is a hugely long match, so I'm going to increase the speed by a little bit. Especially for the beginning, because, well, unless there's some fighting going on, there's really nothing to see in the early game. And this is a hugely long match. It lasts for an hour or so. Well, no, for over an hour, I should say. So anyway, Terran versus Terran, which means that we will see some Marines and Marauders in the beginning. But I'm guessing we're going into big units a little bit later on. So scouting all the way as the last base here. And that is very unfortunate because the Wolof is up now, and his enemy, yeah, he's not even going to scout apparently. He's just going to run around with his SCV and didn't actually select anything. Oh, he did. He selected there. So he is going to scout that first, but yeah. Oh. I thought this SCV was kind of blocked because he had his own Wolof, but then the Wolof was open. But fortunately there were Marines out already. Marines of course are going to hold that off, no problem. So yeah, we see some Marines in production. On the other side we have some Marauders in production and some Marines already out. 3 Marines stacked up, that means you lose 100 minerals here. And that is of course not what you want to do. What you want to do is you want to have one and not the other one. You want to upgrade your macro, your micro, sorry. No, your macro. You want to get that to the point where you only need to stack up one of one of the units, and losing quite a few units just for running up. And yeah, going to lose all of his units without killing anyone. 1 HP left on that one, but yeah, well, it wouldn't have mattered if he killed that, because this is well, this is a really macro heavy game. Well, the Starcraft in general, I mean, because Starcraft is all about well, managing groups of units, not individual units. Obviously, if you can micro the individual units while attacking, that is great, but it doesn't really, well, it isn't really required. Anyway, this command center was up way before this command center, so the blue player is pulling ahead in the economy a little bit. And as you can see, 2 bunkers out now with a missile turret. The missile turret just there for the well, for the defense, trying to scout any incoming hidden units, such as widow mines. Those are the new things, and yeah, they do launch missiles and blah 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 blah. And apparently with Zerg there's a way to get rid of them for no cost at all, which is of course excellent. There you go, getting the the widow mines out. He does have to scout, or he does have to scan for that. And yeah, the widow mines are of course very nice to drop, but it did not really work out. I'm going to build quite a few missile turrets as a response to that. I don't know if he's going to build them here as well. No, he's just confident that these 2 will hold off whatever is coming in. So for now, just setting up a big perimeter here. Just making sure that... perimeter, sorry. Man, that was fail. Just setting up a little bit of a defensive perimeter, making sure that he has the scout on anything coming in, as well as some free damage, because these guys are hidden, which makes it well, impossible to get past them without well, the enemy knowing it, and it makes it very hard to take them out, because you need to scout, and so you need to scan, and you need to have the what's it called? The units available to actually take them out. Anyhow, we have some widow mines coming in of our own, and of course going to plant those next to each other now. No, I wanted to say all around, but yeah, apparently next to each other. well, it does allow you to do a little more damage with them, but it also allows the enemy to just splash damage all of them, and or both of them, I should say. And yeah, getting some mines all across the map. Obviously, it would have been better to keep that up, because then it captures the tower, and then once an enemy comes in, you burrow it to actually make it do damage. But hey, it doesn't matter. He does have the vision on that now, although it seems that the vision is very limited because he is, well, not in the bush or anything like that. And yeah, we are just building up troops on both sides. I'm assuming this side is also doing that, but not expanding for some reason. I mean, both of us with 2,500 minerals and not building any command centers. So also not really a lot of workers, 8 workers only on that, 20 workers on this, and here we have 6 workers. So yeah, really needs to up the production of everything, because really there aren't a whole lot of production buildings working, because all of these are all just sitting there doing nothing, because we are at 200. Just attack, attack, attack. You have 60 units over your opponent. Just use them. But yeah, too afraid of attacking here, so really just sitting back. By the way, 24 minutes, that is the limit of a game should last. I mean, 24, 25 minutes, that is the maximum a game will last in the high levels. That's what you should aim for. You should aim for those high damage. Yeah, that is a little bit too much defense for him. So you need to aim for those high aggression games, wiping out these mines and such, and definitely should be able to do that. And as you can see, he lost one of his dropships, medevacts, and he's going to lose all of those units because he should have just come in from the front. And if you really want to be fancy, you should have built a Raven to detect all of these widow mines. But normally, when you see them shooting at you, you just scan once. So like if you see this one shooting, you scan over here, and you will see all of the sorry, I keep calling them spider mines in my head, because obviously they used to be called spider mines in Starcraft Brood War. And here you see what the enemy was doing. The battle cruisers coming out. And can these things actually shoot at air units? It seems they could, but not actually sure. So yeah, the battle cruisers of course are going to be very, very tanky units, and they are very hard to take out. The marauders have no place here. They should just back off. They should just, well, they should have been attacking, but that's really beside the point. Really losing a whole lot of units, as you can see. But he is trying to get up his defenses with the Thors and the Marines that are in production. But really, yeah, nothing against this, because he has not attacked for 25 minutes, well, 28 minutes now. He hasn't attacked. This is his first attack. And by the way, losing a base here, obviously, but really can still make this work, because, well, he has all kinds of bases all over the place now. And yeah, he can afford that, for the simple reason that, well, there's nothing that he can't do. So yeah, no tanks though. No tanks means that your attack is going to fail automatically, because bunkers and such are just too easy. And where did all... oh, okay. This guy is going to take out one anti-air, well, missile turret. And the rest is just sitting here. The rest is going to get owned though by these Marines. Come on, Marines! Marines! Stim! Stim! I think they're all stimmed anyway. No, they didn't stim. They stimmed to get here, but not to take them out. Obviously, you want to stim to get that extra attack speed. And you want to have that extra attack speed available at all times. And as you can see, enemy is mining out his base. He's building one new base. Now going to get 11 workers on that. But yeah, seeing that we are at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bases against 3, which, well, 2 of them are mined out. Well, this one's almost mined out. So you can see how we are still ahead in the production. But really, there needed to be way more aggression. Look at the difference in income. He has 5,000 minerals, 4,500, gas over the opponent, and 6,000 minerals over the opponent. You need to use that. You need to just go around killing stuff. And you need to be aware that there are things up. So just place those window mines all over the place, or just run an SCV or a marine towards all of these bases. Obviously, this is all going to go down because there is really nothing that the opponent can do about it. And he lost all of his battle cruisers. He has a new fleet up though, and that means that this army is going to have to retreat at some point. But for now, it's all going very well. We are attacking. We are going to attack this base now. And obviously, yeah, this is your problem. All these tanks. So just drop in the back here. Just force your way through. Just build a bunch of dropships. Medevacts, sorry. And just go to town on that base, because you need to do that. Or you can build one ghost or Ghost Academy. Build a nuke and build a ghost and just nuke the front line here, because it will take out everything. And he has a very immobile setting here. This is really because he let it come this far. So it's Olo for the Wind's own fault here. He let it come way too far because he didn't attack. He should have attacked way earlier, and really didn't do that at all. And as you can see, all of the battle cruisers are still pretty healthy. And they are going to wreck most of this base, and that means that most of his production facilities will be down. No production coming out, by the way, although he is missing about 130 of his supply. And yeah, he really doesn't have any production facilities left. So really needs to get his production facilities back up, but still nothing in production, well, for the blue player, even though he is still 70 supply short, but nothing in production, 2200 minerals. You need to keep your production up. That's your one thing you need to learn in this game. For the rest, if you want to get to, like, I don't know, platinum, something like that, really not like the top tier, but close enough, the one past gold, basically. You can reach that by just learning how to macro. Just learning how to build a base, make units and attack. And you can attack whenever, because if you have 12,000 minerals left, that means you could have had 12,000 minerals worth of base. And by the way, 7 barracks is not nearly enough to produce here. Come on, build units! What are you doing? There you go. Finally building the reactors. It takes him forever to do stuff. And that is also why this army exists. All of these battle cruisers are there because he actually allowed them to be here. And you really need to be aggressive in that early game. You need to make sure that people cannot go up to that highest tier, or, well, they will die trying. Because, well, going up against battle cruisers is very hard, as you might have noticed. And of course, that is not something you want to go up against, because battle cruisers are really good. They can survive for a long time. They can kill a lot of stuff, and yeah, they are just very powerful. Of course, they're not nearly as powerful as Vikings. So what he should have been building here is just 5 starports and just build Vikings. Just build Vikings all day, because building Vikings against battle cruisers makes battle cruisers look like, yeah, crap. You should just come in from the side, you shoot them one by one. So you just pre-target them when they come in. And yeah, you will lose some Vikings, but not nearly as much as the guy with the battle cruisers. Plus battle cruisers take forever to build, so you really want to do that. And as you can see, battle cruisers almost down. This one 10 HP left. There it goes. And then this one is coming up, but or well, it's getting attacked, I should say, but it is still doing some damage, and it is still taking out stuff. Did they stim this time? It doesn't seem that they stimmed this time, but oh, nice touch. The mules being able to repair that, but look at this. The blue player is not macroing at all. He's not building anything. He is building a command center, but that's it. At least we see 5 barracks coming out and 11 marines, but really, come on. You need to up that production, because in this time he could have produced about 200 marines. In this time that he produced, well, basically 5 marines. He could have produced about 200 of them. And if you get behind, so if you're having trouble in the early game because of all the attacks, and you're having trouble macroing, so you can't really get your army up, just build a few more barracks. In the end, it doesn't matter that you have a few more barracks, because they just cost a bit of minerals, and it doesn't really, yeah, put you that far behind. It is better than having too few barracks and not being able to spend your money, because you need to spend your money however you can. Preferably on units and upgrades, but if you have nothing better to do, then of course it will do to just go for something else. And it seems that we are lagging quite hard here. Not that it really matters, but we are lagging quite hard. And there comes the army finally coming in. Let me pause for a second here to reset the video, or the FPS. And there you go. That should have helped. Let's play once again, and hopefully that actually did work. Yeah, it did work. We're back at 30 FPS. So that's a Fraps thing. I don't know why it does that, but well, I have an idea why it does that, but really not the problem. Anyhow, we have a big amount of marines here coming out, but these are like, what, 13? No, hang on, I can't find. Oh, he doesn't have them hotkeyed. But anyway, he should have had way more with the amount of money he has. Still 12,000 left. And yeah, just build marines against these guys. If you don't want to go for Vikings, just build marines and you should be fine. So this last battle cruiser, is he going to catch up with it? It seems not, even though, oh, he does have the starports now. And is he going to build his own battle cruisers, or is he just going to go for something else? And this Widow Mine, by the way, just run it in there, burrow it, and the chances are your opponent is not going to notice it. I know it's a cheesy strategy, but it is a good strategy. It is a strategy that that people generally overlook because it's cheesy. But people aren't perfect. Well, they're not nearly perfect in these in this level. And as you can see, no minerals, no gas, nothing for the blue player, while the red player is sitting on a trust fund that will last him his whole life. And yeah, we are going in here now to wipe out bases, and once we get these bases cleared up, yeah, you need to run in a little bit closer. Come on, man. Yep, cleaning up the entire base, and this time actually cleaning it up good, including everything. And since he only has 3 mining bases, he just took out one. This is one, and then we have this one. This one isn't actually mining yet, so there's that. But yeah, the enemy here spent all of his money on air crap, and then a whole bunch of useless air defense because there is no air unit incoming. So those are not going to be useful against the Marines at all. And we are just going to wipe out everything with Marines with a little bit of backup, because, well, med effects are always nice, and the really late Vikings are going to do their job as well. But the really late Vikings are going to not take out any battle cruisers because there are no battle cruisers. Go in! Run! Run faster! Yeah, oh, don't stim the entire army, by the way, if you're going in like this. So yeah, he is going to clean up this base. And yeah, just make the command center retreat. That's good enough. And come on, scan! Nope, see? That's what I meant. If you have these widow mines and just leave them in an opponent's base, he's not going to notice. Especially if you set them to hold position after it kills like 3 units. Because they're not going to see that. Because if you put them to hold position, they will stop attacking. And if they stop attacking, then yeah, nobody's going to notice what's happening. So yeah, we are still only on 1 base here on the blue team. And wow, he actually has to rebuild his base apparently. And once again, we have the legs coming in. Really don't know why Fraps does this. Has something to do with the fast forward, I bet. But hey, we'll just wait it out or reset. I don't know. I guess we can reset it once again. Worked out the last time, so why not now? There we go. And yeah, some units coming up over here. They are cloaked banshees. They don't matter at all at this point, because even if they get 100 kills combined, they're not going to stand up against these marines at all. So just attack the base. Attack the base. Make sure that he can't farm. You have plenty for the rest of the game. It doesn't matter. And just build some, well, yeah, getting these Vikings. But he retreated his entire army for this. Even though all he needs is just to catch up and, well, kill those banshees with his Vikings. That's why you have the Vikings. So yeah, and this of course will work out as well. This is never going to get taken out by banshees alone. Because they will die well before then. Oh, that was a nice trick. Taking out quite a few units there. And the mines are going to burrow over here now. And yeah, just taking out the base once more. So yeah, but only 800 minerals left. He is going to have a hard time getting up a new base, because this base already used. This base is still up though. So he can actually still do it. But yeah, all he has left is a bunch of these Hellions, a bunch of tanks, and really nothing else. So as long as he doesn't go in with the tanks, or no, with the Marines on the tanks, it's all good. So yeah, seeing them really doesn't do anything. That is the better choice, yeah. Just go in, attack them, and bring a little more forces. You have like 1 million Marines sitting, doing nothing. Just go in and attack those mines. Holy crap. Get a move on, son. Just randomly doing nothing. And we're just waiting around again. While this guy is building banshees, does he really think he can get away with just building banshees now? He has what, like 6 banshees? And yeah, that's obviously not going to be enough. So finally taking out some of the enemy mines. Well, all of the enemy mines that were there, but there are still a few more here. But just guard this base. He has a mine on that, so that's good. Guard this base and everything should be okay. Just put in some mines over there. And just do your thing. Build some units. Attack. And this is going to be effective once again, even though he is cloaking in his own base. And yeah, it's going to take out a few buildings. And well, there is the army finally coming in. And all of these SCVs are now going to die. But as I said, these Banshees are not going to do anything in the grand scheme of things, because they're just going to die eventually. Because he has plenty of scans available, and even if they get 100 kills, they're not going to be worth it. Because he can't expand because of the Banshees. You need to build units that allow you to get this expansion up, and as you can see, no, that's not going to happen at any point. So the blue player completely out of minerals here. He has 400 minerals left, 95 gas. He needs to just surrender, but instead he's being a dickwad and just staying in the game, even though he has no chance. He knows how big the army is. He also knows that he can't do anything against flying buildings, so there's really nothing he can do. Just keep a flying building somewhere and all should be well. There you go, finally taking out those Banshees. And are we now going to surrender? No, no, no. He's really waiting for that attack on his, well, defended perimeter here. But really, yeah, anything will do. No production anymore. Even though we have 23,000 minerals and 170, well, supply. There you go. Oh, let me see. There you go. And of course, he needed to follow that up with his army, because once you know that the tanks are no longer there, you need to make sure that you actually walk in there. And now, of course, yep, he is going to make his tank line, and with his entire tank line back. Oh, he's going to do it now. Okay, this is where we end the game. Come on, the nuclear launch is detected, and everything is going to die. No, these are, by the way, the new hell bats. They're just fire bats, which are a little bit beefier. They do a little more damage than the old fire bats, but still. Retreat the Vikings! They're going to die! So yeah, the tanks will die this time. There you go. And this is really the way to break such a siege position, by just nuking it, and not to well, kill it with a nuke, but to clean it out with a nuke. And finally the GG comes in, because this position, yeah, was easy to overrun, because there weren't a whole lot of units there. And yeah, just the lack of aggression in the early game. His first attack came like 28 minutes in. Your first attack has to come in like 5 minutes in. Just watch the pro games, see what your timing should be, and try to just do it. Try to just make it happen. So build what they built and just attack with the 4 units you have at that point, or the 2 units you have at that point. Try to get something done, because if you let people get to battle cruisers all the time, you're going to get kills every now and then. Although most of the time it will end up like this, because Marines are just so cheap and they're so easy to produce. Not even sure how long it takes to build a Marine. Do we not have barracks yet? Left? There you go. Building a Marine costs 25 seconds. So yeah. Building a battle cruiser, on the other hand, takes a little bit more. We did have starports here somewhere. Sorry. Yeah, there you go. Starports, battle cruiser take 90 seconds. So you can see there's a big difference in that. You can get a whole lot out of that. And of course, yeah, he nuked it. Nicely done. Anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. GG.